Set It Off is not just a movie about bank robbers. It is a story about four black women who are slowly pushed into crime by a system that keeps taking from them. The film shows how poverty, racism, sexism, and power work together to trap people. Every robbery in the movie is not driven by greed. It is driven by survival, anger, and desperation. Frankie Sutton works as a bank teller in Los Angeles. One day, the bank is robbed, and Frankie recognizes one of the robbers from her neighborhood. Instead of being praised for helping, she is fired. The bank believes she might be involved simply because she recognized the robber. Detective Strode questions Frankie and treats her like a suspect, even though there is no proof. Frankie loses her job, her reputation, and her trust in the system.
Yesterday, I counted $240,000 by hand for you. That's how you should know. I mean, come on, this is just not right. I nearly got blown away in your tired-ass fucking bank. And you gonna fire me?
This scene shows how the system punishes honesty instead of rewarding it. Frankie is blamed because of where she comes from, not because of what she did. The bank represents power, and Frankie is disposable to it. After losing her job, Frankie is forced to work as a janitor at Luther's Janitorial Services. She works alongside her three best friends, Stony, Cleo, and TT. Their boss, Luther, treats them with disrespect and pays them very little money. They clean offices and buildings that they could never afford to enter. This scene represents invisible labor. The women keep the system clean, but they never benefit from it. Their work is essential, but they are treated as unimportant. The scene also shows how hard work does not always lead to a better life. Stony's younger brother, Stevie, tells her that he has been accepted into UCLA. Stony believes this is his way out of their life. She wants to help him, so she asks her boss, Nate, for a loan. Nate agrees, but only if she has sex with him. Stony accepts that offer, even though it deeply hurts her. Later, Stevie admits that he lied about getting into UCLA. This shows how power is used to exploit women. Stony trades her dignity for hope. The lie about UCLA represents false promises and broken dreams. Stony pays a heavy price for something that was never real. Frankie suggests robbing a bank. She understands how banks work and knows their security rules. Cleo agrees immediately because she is tired of being pushed around. Stony and TT are afraid and refuse at first. This scene shows the moment when desperation turns into action. Frankie's knowledge becomes a weapon against the system that rejected her. Crime is not presented as exciting, but as a last option when nothing else works. Stevie is mistaken for a bank robber by the police. He is oblivious to the crime, and so when the cops tell him to stay down, he pulls out his bottle of alcohol, and the police mistake it for a gun and shoot him in the back. He dies in the street before Stony can save him. This moment represents police violence and the loss of black futures. Stevie was supposed to escape through education, but the system kills him instead. His death destroys Stony's hope and pushes her closer to crime.
Look, Tashawn, it's over. We got about... what?
About 12 G's.
$12,000 in 60 seconds.
TT brings her young son to work because she cannot afford a babysitter. He is accidentally poisoned, and Child Protective Services takes him away. TT loses her child because she is poor, not because she is a bad mother. After this, TT agrees to join the robbery. This is an example of how poverty is treated as a crime. The system punishes TT instead of helping her. Losing her son becomes the final push that removes her fear of consequences. While scouting a bank, Stony meets Keith, the bank manager. He is kind, respectful, and caring. They begin dating, and Stony experiences a life that feels safe and hopeful. Keith represents the life Stony wants but can't have. Their relationship shows the gap between social classes. Stony is living two lives, and the lie slowly grows heavier. The women successfully rob several banks. Frankie carefully plans each job, and the police cannot catch them. For the first time, the women feel powerful and in control of their lives. They feel a sense of freedom, but it's temporary. Stealing from banks feels like taking power back from institutions that never helped them. However, this power is fragile and short-lived. The women hide their stolen money at one of their work sites. Luther, their boss, discovers the money and runs away with it. Even after everything they have done, they are still betrayed by someone with power over them. This betrayal shows that exploitation does not stop, even among criminals. Luther represents greedy authority figures who always take more than they deserve. The women track Luther to a motel. He threatens them with a gun instead of returning their money. Titi shoots and kills him. This is the first time the women have killed anyone. This scene represents the point of no return. The women cross a line that cannot be undone. And the sad part is that the law will not care that it was self-defense.
What's the fucking procedure when you got a gun at your head? It's over.
The women agree to commit one final robbery and then leave town forever. The target is Keith's bank. Stony asks Keith to meet her far away so he will not get hurt. This scene shows guilt and denial. Stony tries to protect Keith without telling him the truth. The idea of one last job represents false hope. The robbery succeeds, but the police arrive quickly. TT tries to surrender, but a security guard shoots her. Stony kills the guard, and Cleo opens fire to help them escape. TT ends up dying on Stony's arms. This shows that surrender does not guarantee mercy. The system does not forgive. TT's death represents innocence destroyed by violence. Cleo leads the police on a high-speed chase. She refuses to beg or give up. She ends up dying in a shootout while her girlfriend watches on television. Cleo's death represents defiance because she dies on her own terms. The media turning her death into entertainment shows how society consumes tragedy. Detective Strode finds Frankie. She confronts him and reminds him that his actions helped create this situation. As she turns away, she is shot and killed by the police. This scene shows how the system silences accountability. Frankie speaks the truth, and she is executed for it. Stony escapes by blending in with a tourist group heading to Mexico. She watches Frankie die from the bus, and Detective Strode sees her but lets her go out of guilt. Stony lives, but freedom comes with pain, and mercy arrived too late for everyone else. In Mexico, Stony cuts her hair and mourns the deaths of her brother and friends. She calls Keith to thank him and say goodbye, and she drives away with the money, alive but forever changed. Cutting her hair represents rebirth. Stony escapes, but she carries loss with her because survival doesn't always mean peace. Set It Off is a movie about what happens when people are pushed too far. It shows how the system creates criminals by refusing to protect the vulnerable. The women did not choose crime. Crime chose them because it became the only way out. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.